Yo, so I'm pretty sure by now, most of you, if not all of you, have seen the news from all your favorite content creators, from all your favorite blogs and websites, that there was a massive leak in the video game world yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, it might have been a little sooner, but I saw it yesterday, about a bunch of games being leaked due to the NVIDIA GeForce Now being hacked, basically. And somebody got in there and was able to look through the database and publish the database. Well, you could get access to the database and somebody else published it, right? Basically, it was a list of all these games that NVIDIA had in their database. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, to keep it extremely simple, it means that these games were put there or told to be put there by developers, publishers, etc. So there's no chance that this is fake, right? There's absolutely no chance that this is just random nonsense put there for no reason. Like, if the game is listed in this leak, it was there for a reason, right? And so people saw that, people went through the list, and we saw, some NetherRealm games in there mainly, right? We saw a bunch of games. We saw some Batman Arkham games, a Man of Steel game. We saw a lot of games in that list, some Grand Theft Auto remasters, some God of War leaks. It was basically everything you ever wanted to be announced in the world of video gaming was in this list. And that alone is part of why I didn't make this video sooner. I was gonna make it yesterday, but then I was like, it just seems too good to be true, right? And I'm not here to be the party pooper. I'm not here to, shit on anybody's excitement. If you're excited, that's cool, be excited. But I do want you guys to look at this realistically. My whole shtick is kind of just being honest and transparent and real with y'all. So I do want y'all to look at it realistically and just look at the truth. While I would love some of this stuff to happen, we gotta be real with ourselves, right? So let's talk about the most important thing as far as I'm concerned, and that is the NetherRealm Studios leaks, right? The next NetherRealm Studios game has been leaked by this list. Whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. The only problem is this doesn't tell us anything, right? So I'm sure you've seen everybody say Injustice 3 was leaked, Injustice 3 Gods Will Fall, Injustice 3 is coming. I've seen somebody even say Injustice 3 got leaked, so the guy saying they put Injustice on the back burner for MK12 is complete bullshit. And my response to that would be hold on a minute, player. Because actually, Injustice 3 is in here. That is 100% factual. It is in the leak database. It says Injustice 3 Gods Will Fall. But you know what else is also in the leak database? Mortal Kombat 12. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 12 is also in the database. And then there's Mortal Kombat Next Gen, and I don't know if that means a remaster of MK9, of a remaster of the old MK games, like the trilogy. Like, I don't know what that is, but it said Mortal Kombat Next Gen. So while Injustice 3 is in here, so is MK12. And I mean, I would love to have an Injustice game, but there's another reason that I don't really put too much stock in this. Like, basically, look at it this way. We found out, oh, hey, NetherRealm had an Injustice game in development at some point. Hey, NetherRealm had MK12 in development at some point. And to that, I would say, yeah, I knew that before I saw this. We all knew that before we saw this, right? We knew NetherRealm makes Injustice in Mortal Kombat. So, like, the only thing this really did was kind of dead the Marvel game rumors. Kind of just ended that because there's no trace of that anywhere. So I guess that was never a thing. Ed Boon just likes Marvel TV shows and movies, I guess. Or they're doing a great job at hiding it. That's really all this did. But about Injustice, about that title, Injustice 3 Gods Will Fall. Some people have noticed this. For those of us who've been paying attention and looking around for Injustice 3 news for years, you would know the title Injustice 3 Gods Will Fall has been around for years. It was actually on a fan wiki site years ago, and I saw it with a fake story mode synopsis and everything. So while that doesn't deconfirm Injustice 3 or anything of the sort, because it's still in here, right? It's still in there for a reason. To me, that makes it more seem like this was a tentative title. This was a test title. This wasn't the confirmed, guaranteed title of the third Injustice game, which is just another sign that, oh, hey, yeah, we started work on Injustice 3. We threw it in there, threw some title on it. You know what I mean? And then MK12. If anything, I think what I believe it was Jeff Grubb. I believe what he said about if they were working on Injustice 3, now they're switching to MK12. That's starting to seem like it's even more true after seeing this, right? And a lot of people were excited and happy and just like, oh, Injustice 3 is coming. They're going to announce it at DC Fandom. I'm going to watch DC Fandom. I'm going to pay attention. But I do not expect an Injustice 3 announcement. I really don't. I mean, I don't know if the Injustice movie will be out by then, and we'll see if we'll see some footage of that. You know what I mean? But I really don't expect Injustice 3 to be announced this soon. I don't think it's, because that would mean it's probably coming out early or mid next year. And I just don't believe that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because it's a very interesting news, right? There's a ton of games that got leaked, right? And actually, just recently today, I saw that NVIDIA actually responded. So NVIDIA, they own GeForce Now. It's their little subsidiary. For those, if you have a PC, I'm sure you know what NVIDIA is. I don't need to go into detail about that. So they responded to the massive leak. And what they said is that the leak, well, I'll read it. I'll read the quote. It says, NVIDIA is aware of an unauthorized published game list with both released and or speculative titles used only for internal tracking and testing. Inclusion on the list is neither confirmation nor an announcement of any game. NVIDIA took immediate action to remove access to the list, no confidential game builds, blah, 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 blah. They're just trying to cover their ass with that last part. So basically, NVIDIA was saying, yeah, that list y'all found, that shit real. It's a real list. It really has games in it, but it doesn't mean those games are confirmed. And that's basically what I was saying. And I was going to say some of this yesterday, but I wanted to wait till I found a little more information. But yeah, like the games being on the list means something, but it doesn't mean everything, right? Like, remember with Mortal Kombat 11, Ash Williams got confirmed, Ash Williams got leaked, Ash Williams got teased in a trailer. And now, 2.5 years later, when the game is no longer being supported, we don't have Ash Williams, right? And it's not like we just made up the Ash Williams thing ourselves, right? Oh, we want Ash from Evil Dead. We want Ash from Evil Dead. It's not like we just created that in our own heads. They teased him in the trailer. The press releases for Combat Pack 1 had his name on some of them, right? You know, he teased it, then he didn't tease it, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a lot to it. And like, that's kind of how I feel about this. That's kind of how I feel about this information. Like, it does mean something. It means something was going on, something was being made, something was being done, or something is being done. But it doesn't really confirm anything. And I think with NetherRealm Studios games specifically, it's like we already know what they're working on, right? The only mystery was when there was the Marvel rumor going around. That was the only time there was a mystery. Like, oh wow, oh shit, are they making something different? And I actually wanted that to happen because I'd rather have a new IP than another Injustice or MK. But I mean, if I had to choose, I'd rather have Injustice 3. But it looks like we probably get an MK12, like old boy said. But who knows, man? We're just gonna have to wait probably another 6 months, probably another year to find out. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Other than that, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe. I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace.